Hi guys, and welcome back to another vlog. In this vlog today we're going to hopefully try and get this floor running. I've been getting things set up off camera, namely taping up this piece of the floor here and marking it out where it's to be cut, and to be honest it's getting cut in exactly the same place where I welded it up, but hey ho. I didn't show you that, me taping it up and drawing a line, because at the end of the day it's not bloody Blue Peter. So let's make a start, we'll get cracked on and we'll start cutting this floor again. Right, off camera what I've done is I've cleaned up both sides of the lip here, where I'm going to flange it and weld it. Before I flange the part of the floor where it meets the tunnel, I want to check that I'm flanging it in the right place. So I've got a bit of scrap metal here and my punch. So if that's the tunnel there, I want to, now let's see what way that flanges it first. Right. So it wants to be the other way, I want to do it up the way. Right, it's not going to be very easy to see, but that's the floor there, or if this is the floor, and I've flanged it with the gun pointing up the way, it'll create a downward step. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, it's hard to see, but there's a little downward step there. So then what I would do then, with the floor, is I would punch it the opposite way. So it's going to be this way. It's quite a thick piece of metal, that. Let's see if I can get a thinner bit. Right, I'm back again, sorry about that. Thinner bit. So if this is the floor and I want to punch it down the way, I'd rather practice on a bit of scrap metal and flatten it out before doing it to the real thing. So if that's the floor, I've punched that with a punch down the way. I can butt that over it like so, and then it'll give me that perfect, join. I don't know Right, that's all that joggled up, or flanged as I like to call it, because flange, that's a brilliant word. There's a lot of flanges here. So yeah, that's that joggled up there, flanged up, and I've also done the same on the existing floor here. Has got a like slight warp to it at the back still, but I'm not too worried about that at the moment. I should be able to push that down. Plus with the big hole in the floor there, or the seat base, that should make it easier as well for the floor to go in. So fingers crossed. I'll just relocate the camera and then we'll have a go at putting the floor back in it. Right, let's give this a go and see how this floor goes in this time. I will be screwing it again, and once it's screwed, if I'm happy with it, I'll just weld it. Yeah. As usual, I've got no parts ready. Maybe I'll just about reach one. Right, I think what I'll do before I go any further, because obviously screwing screws in and out of the floor constantly is going to make the holes bigger, and then it's going to prevent it from pulling in tight the way I want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly lift the floor out and start punching the holes. That way the holes are in place, ready to go. Before plug welding on the top anyway. And I'll see that. Right, that's all the holes punched. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give the cavity between the back of the inner sill and the outer sill, I'm going to give that cavity another coat of etch primer, leave it to dry, then give it another coat of paint, just whatever, just to help protect it. So I'll do that now. Right, well that's drying. That's a good time to get out of here, escape from the fumes and have a brew. I'll have a brew. Catch you in a bit. Right, off camera I've given this cavity section another coat of red oxide, just primer. That's on top of the etching primer, because I want as much paint as possible in this area to help protect it and slow down the rot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give it another coat of, I'm going to give it its first coat of top coat. I know it's not seen, but primer absorbs water, so if you can get top coat on it, it shouldn't absorb anything. I don't have a lot of paint left in that. Hopefully I've got enough to do that job. If not, it'll be another trip down to Halfords for another couple of tins of vermilion. So let's crack on with that. I'm definitely going to have to get another tin of this, but we'll get the first coat on anyway. Yeah, that's me out of paint. Another thing as well, the sharp-eyed amongst you might notice that I haven't welded in the closing panel at the bottom of the bin yet. Yeah, it has been a little bit of an oversight. I do have them, and I'll just clean the paint back when it's time to weld that in. Just weld that in, because I can still get to that at the back. So, trip to Halfords and let's get some paint. At the click of a second I'm back with 2 tins of vermilion from Halfords. I've already given this a good shake, so let's get another coat on this. I really don't know if this is actually necessary to do this, but the way I see it is, the more paint you get on this, the longer it's going to live, you know. I will be putting in wax oil into this cavity as well, so with a bit of luck hopefully it'll take quite a while for this to rot out. So what we'll do is we'll let that dry, and then we'll come back to it in a little while, and that's time for another brew, I think. Okay, now where are we? For the last 2-3 hours maybe, the floor's been sitting next to the fire, drying away. The paint just would not dry on that, you know. It's the start of winter up here in Scotland, and it does get very cold. At the moment it's probably about 5 or 6 degrees outside, so it is chilly. I have had this floor pan sitting in front of the little convex heater that I've got there, that you can hear whirring away, for the last couple of hours to try and dry this off, and it seems to be dry now. I've also got good coverage in the paint. The paint's went right through the flutes, and you can see where it started to mist out at the back. So I'm quite happy with that. So all that's really left to do now is to get it into the car. I'll obviously finish my brew first, but yeah, we'll get it in there. I've given under here a little splat of paint as well. Not that you'll really notice it, but I've just freshened up under here, and also this section here where I rubbed it with a grinder, or where I cut through it with a grinder I should say. I have I've given that a little grind back and painted it as well. So yeah, I'm sorry this has been a long video, but the whole idea in this video is just to show you guys exactly how long it takes me to do something. You know, it takes a while to do these things on the cars. You know, and although a lot of us do edit the footage quite heavily, the footage in this video is going to be quite lightly edited. So anyway guys, we'll put the camera up in a position, and we'll crack on. Right, here goes. Let's try and get this floor in. Trying to do this without scratching the paint too much. But it is me you're talking about.
promise we won't let go. All the things that I need, all the things that you need, you can make it feel so real. Cause you can't deny, you've blown my mind. When I touch your body, I feel I'm losing control. Cause you can't deny, you blow my mind. When I see you, baby, I just don't wanna let go.
Right, well, that's the first screw in. Here's hoping the rest go in without any problems. Let's get a couple more clamps on this. Just to hold it. Right, let's stop there and then I'll check the underside of it for the distance. Right, what have we got here? Do something. Right, I think that's where the floor needs to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put another screw in it to pull the front of the floor down. Whether it does or not, I don't know. It's certainly not going in that way. I'm going to pick that one up. These little extra screws, they're just pulling the the floor pan further down onto where I want to weld it. Now it's pulled it in line with that. Not bad at that, not bad at that. Maybe another screw there. Screw there, that's quite tight up there. So maybe another 1, 2, 3 screws. Yeah. That's not too bad at that. Not too shabby. Right, what I think we'll do to wrap this video up is we'll just get some tack welds in it, and then we can mostly say that that's this part of the floor done. So yeah, I'll be quite happy at that. Right, just to conclude this episode, I'm going to just put a couple of spot welds in it, tack welds really, just to hold the floor in, and then we'll conclude this video, because at the moment it is 9 o'clock, just after 9 o'clock. The time is getting on a bit. Do some more screws to screw it down, because I want the metal to be really flat to obviously get a better weld. We've got a couple in here, just put clamps on. could do with some more welding clamps. Let me move this camera. Move you back just now. we'll call it a day at that. I'll finish off welding this up tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes from there. But before I pack up, I'll get the camera in and I'll let you see it closer up. Right, here we are, that's us back inside the floor, and as you can see, I have started to spot weld these on. The welds aren't very good, they're quite high, so I think I'll have to maybe turn the wire speed down a little. I'm tired, so it's time to pack up. But as you can see, with me putting the joggle in it, that's more or less flush. It's not far away. There was two reasons for lapping the floor like this. One, obviously for strength, and the second reason, to help make it watertight. I will be putting seam sealer along both sides once it's done, certainly on the underside. But yeah, I think we'll call it a day at that, and tomorrow I'll just come out here if I get a chance and I'll finish it off. But what I will be doing for the area around the tunnel is I'll be putting in some more screws, I think, just to pull the floor right down, and then plug it. So yeah, that's where we're at. The bend in the floor doesn't look as bad now, and I'm pretty sure that will straighten up quite nicely when I get to it. Anyway guys, like I say, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. I do apologise in advance, it has been a long one, and the only reason for that really was just to let you see what's actually involved working on these things, you know. If it's been too long, because it's going to be well over an hour, let me know in the comments section, and I'll make sure it doesn't happen again, and I'll keep the videos, try and keep them down to about half an hour. But if you're okay with this, let me know, and if you think it's too long, let me know as well. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye now.